Hey, this is Emily,
And this is Ashley.
and you're listening to a special edition of Full Body Frights, the Halloween edition. We will be discussing our top 5 favorite Halloween themed movies slash movies we like to watch around Halloween. And we're going to talk about 2 true crime incidences that happened on Halloween. So let's get into it.
Hey guys, this is Ashley, and I'm going to go first and do my top 5 list of Halloween themed movies or movies I like to watch on Halloween. So, my first movie is Hocus Pocus. I mean, who doesn't love Bette Midler? Second
Me.
one. What?
I don't love her. I like the movie. I'm just saying I don't love Bette Midler.
Oh, God.
Saying.
Okay.
Sorry, Bet.
Second one is Halloween, the original. Third is Casper because Devin Sawa. And
You know this guy I used to date, his cousin did the theme song for that movie.
really?
Jordan Adams, I think is her name.
Oh,
Yeah, anyway.
okay. Okay, my fourth movie is Scream, the fourth installment of Scream, because Emma is just absolutely amazing in that movie.
Okay, I need to talk to you about this because I love her too. However, I remember seeing this in the theater when it came out, and I was pissed when I left the theater because I thought it was so bad. I don't know why, but maybe I need to watch it again.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like
Was
the
it
third.
the
Well, I didn't like the
acting?
third one either. So
Was it the acting in it, or what didn't you
I
like?
think I just didn't like probably the like red herrings and like the twist because there were like too many of them.
Oh. Well, I mean, I didn't like Freddy versus Jason because that bitch didn't.
I don't like the final girl in that movie.
Yeah,
but-
like, ugh.
Okay, but number 5, sorry.
Well, number 5, of course, is Nightmare on Elm Street because, Freddy's my husband. So,
That's real weird. Like you can be like married to a child killer that just burns all over him.
but that's not why I love Freddy. But, once we do our segment on Nightmare on Elm Street, I will go so much deeper into why I love Freddy.
It's gonna be insane.
Yeah. So,
It's kind of like when we do our special on Friday the 13th. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get real down. It's gonna be a long one, but we're gonna Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street are not set on Halloween, but
Right.
they're just movies you like to watch around Halloween.
yes.
Okay.
I mean, I love Wes Craven. Anything he does really
Mm-hmm.
well did. Oh, okay.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So, what are your 5?
Okay, so I did stick with just Halloween themed movies, and in no particular order. So All Hallows Eve is the anthology with Art the Clown that came out before Terrifier. I thought it was a really solid anthology, and it's set on Halloween. So then I also love Terrifier because I think Art the Clown. I'm not really scared by clowns at all, but he's creepy and he puts Pennywise to shame. I mean, like, if whatever, buy Pennywise. If they were fighting, to be done. So the next one is the anthology movie Trick or Treat, which is set that's 4. I think it's 4 stories, 3
Yeah.
or 4, but they're all on Halloween, and there's a real creepy little pumpkin guy.
I like how they kind of all tied together, though.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really solid movie, especially for the 2000s, because I don't think that the 2000s has been a great time for horror. But
Yeah, it's like they just fell off and just really started making a bunch of remakes of the same freaking movie, and they were horrible.
yeah. Okay, so my next. Okay, I actually had 6 kind of because I had to put like 2 of them into one because I love them both equally. Night of the Demons 1 and 2. They're set on Halloween. Angela is a great villain. And you got Linnea Quigley in the first one. In the second one, you got Ben Stiller's wife. I love these movies, and I also consider them slashers. A lot of people disagree with me, but I think there's enough slasher stuff in there, even though it's really about possession. And then my last one is the movie The Worst Witch with Fairuza Balk and Tim Curry. I used to watch it when I was little every Halloween. The song Tim Curry does is hilarious. Also, Mrs. Garrett from Facts of Life is in that movie. It's just a really great movie, and I love it. I think it was originally Disney. I'm not really sure. I know they showed it on Disney. So those are my 5/6. So, but just pretend one and two of Night of the Demons is just one movie.
Yeah, just lump it in together.
Okay, so now we're going to discuss two different crimes that were committed on Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to let you talk about Don't Touch My Candy. Okay, and I'll talk about the Candy Man.
Oh my god.
Because you love Don't Touch My Candy. I mean, yes. I do too, but love is a weird word, but
yeah. It's just hilarious though.
Like, I mean, it is. I mean, it's not hilarious that she died, but yeah. Okay, we'll get to it. So I'll talk about the Candy Man first, and then you'll end it.
Okay, go ahead.
So, people a lot of times think that the whole like getting a razor blade in your apple on Halloween, or like, you know, candy being poisoned, is an urban legend. And it is, well, I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but it did come from something real that happened. So on Halloween in 1974, 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien had been out trick-or-treating, and before he went to bed, his father, Ronald O'Brien, gave him one more piece of candy. Turns out it was laced with cyanide, and within minutes, Timothy was dead. O'Brien was ultimately found responsible. He was in debt and had taken out a life insurance policy on his kids. He got the death penalty. So, wasn't worth it.
Well, I mean, he took the police on a wild goose chase. It's like, I don't really remember where I got that candy from. And, I mean...
It'd be easy to lie about it, you know?
Yeah. But how could you hold your child knowing you just poisoned him or her? Like...
Psychopath.
Yeah.
Apparently, like, he really needed money. Like, and that was more important to him. Like,
I'm not going to condone this, but my thought would be poison the wife. But, whatever. I mean, not the kids.
I'm not going to get political, but it sounds like something that someone very high politically would be okay with doing. I could see him being like, well, I needed the money. I have 4 more kids or whatever.
But yeah, was it
Sorry,
like,
well, I'm not saying who I'm talking about, but I think you probably know. Yeah, I do think he'd poison his kids on Halloween for a life insurance policy if he was in debt. Okay, I do. Trump would do it.
Oh my god! I was just going to say. I think we all knew.
Did y'all think I was talking about Kanye? Because he does have 4 kids too.
No.
I don't. I don't even think Kanye would go that far.
Oh no, he's obsessed with his kids.
Yeah.
When I went and voted, I was
Kim
like,
would be all up on that candy, being like, she probably eats it all first, making sure.
No, that girl doesn't eat candy.
She put it in her mouth to make sure it wasn't poisoned.
Nah.
That's what anorexic people do, right? They like put food in their mouth and then spit it out or something.
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's not funny. I don't know why I'm laughing. And I think it is like a pro-Anna thing. Anyway, whatever. So, what? Yeah, are you cool with this guy?
Who?
Ronald O'Brien.
Ronald. I just think he was really stupid. That's about it. Like,
I mean, and also like clearly a psychopath. If he's like, I mean, you could find somewhere else to get out of debt.
Yeah, I mean, if he was really smart, I mean,
and I would see doing it to the wife. Like, I don't condone that, but like, maybe he wasn't with his wife or something. Maybe they were divorced. But like, I can see that happening with that. But
no,
like, not
he was
your
a
own
church.
kid.
He was a church going man, and that's why a lot of people were like, "Oh my gosh."
But yeah, like not your own kid. Like,
right.
I could see someone doing it to like.
You know,
I mean, it happens all the time with like husband and wife. But
yeah, I mean, he could have gotten away with it if he just acted like a distraught father. And like, I don't know. I don't remember. I'm just too distraught. But I mean, why am I even talking about how to get away with it? Like, what is wrong with me?
Okay, so Ashley's going to tell you about the story of Don't Eat My Candy. Get up really close. Y'all want to hear this one?
Okay, so in 2011, Liddell Peoples killed his girlfriend, 49-year-old Maria Adams, because she ate his candy. She threw. Got to arguing, and she threw a plate or something at his hand and cut his head up above his eye. And then, in a rage, he goes to the kitchen and grabs a butcher knife and stabbed her. And when the cops asked why, he said, because she ate my candy. Like, who does that?
I know. It's like, you're an adult, by the way. Like, it's not like you can go to the store. You know, like, it's not like the only way you getting candy now is like going trick or treating when you're an adult. You could just go to the store and buy some.
Like, when I seen the year that this happened,
2011,
right? Yeah. I was like, what in the world? Oh my God. I wish I could have seen some pictures of this man, because the vision I'm getting is like he's a big, fat, scruffy man.
I bet you he's not, though. I bet you he's like looks way different than you would expect. Like I thought he kind of would look like Richard Ramirez or something. I don't know. Like real skinny, needed that candy.
I feel so bad. Like I mean, how many times I ate my ex-boyfriend's candy? Like, my goodness.
I know, for real.
Makes you think, like, let me not do that again.
Well, I guess since we have a little bit of time, I'll tell these two stories and you can just say what you think about them. You want to do that?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, this is called The Neighbor from Hell. I didn't name it that, so... This is 1973 on Halloween, so the year before Richard O'Brien. In the city of somewhere in Wisconsin, 9-year-old Lisa French, dressed up as the littlest hobo, went trick-or-treating. She only got next door. Neighbor Gerald Turner opened up, took her into his home, and shut the door behind her. He then raped and killed her and stuffed her body in a plastic bag and dumped it in a nearby field. As of 2018, the Halloween killer, as he's been known as, has been eligible for parole, but the state continues to refuse his release, which makes sense. So that's that's a pretty. I mean, the other ones are also downers because people die, but this is pretty.
Yeah. But just to think that if he didn't kill her, he would be out by now.
He wouldn't have been in.
Yeah, that's true. He probably would have got a slap on the wrist.
Well, he might have. I don't know if he would.
No. You know how they are. They like to give people probation for shit like that.
Like, for if he hadn't killed her. Yeah, like if he had just, like, raped her. Well, she was, like, 12 or something, so. 9. She was 9, so he would have gotten a lot of time for that, I think. And then the other one I was going to talk about is the death of Peter Fabiano, because he was a very famous hairstylist in the 50s. And on Halloween in 57, he opened his door for what he thought was a trick-or-treater, was actually a grown-up in a costume. I liked how they said it like that, like grown-ups that wear costumes, but okay. The adult shot Fabiano in the chest in a brown paper bag before fleeing the scene. And then several weeks later, 2 women were arrested in what turned out to be a deftly plotted crime of passion. Wait, I think one of them was a guy. Golden Pizer. So they thought it was a crime of passion. Pizer was friends or possibly in a relationship with Rebel, and Rebel is also apparently in love with Fabiano's wife, Betty. So what Rebel must... I don't know who's a girl and a guy in this one. Okay.
No, so like...
But, because Peter Fabiano I thought was gay. But
No. He had a beauty shop, and him and his wife did, and the woman, Rebel, worked there, and Peter and his wife were having some trouble in their marriage. So the wife left and moved in with Rebel for a little bit. So then Peter and his wife rekindled their relationship.
Okay.
And then, like, she was still stuck on Betty. And what was the other woman's name? Who actually did shoot Peter?
Joan?
Joan, yes. So she starts a relationship with Joan. And according to Joan, all she talked about was how Peter was so mean to Betty and abused Betty and blah, blah. So basically, their whole time in the relationship, she was just talking about how bad of a person Peter is. So then,
She got the guy to kill him.
no, Joan did it.
Goldine Pizer says they conspired to get Peter out of the equation. Rebel bought a sidearm for Pizer to shoot Peter with. The arrest kicked off a firestorm of lurid coverage as lesbians were seen as abnormal at the time, and the two pleaded guilty and served long prison terms. So I guess maybe she bought it for him to kill it, but she ended up doing it.
Well, Joan is the one who bought the gun because
She was going to get Pizer, though, to do it.
Okay.
She bought it, but I guess she ended up
No,
doing
she
it.
didn't buy it because she knew that it could be linked back to her. And
It says Rebel bought a sidearm for Pizer to shoot Peter with.
no, because it was in Joan's name.
Yeah, it
And-
was. That's because she bought it for Goldine Pizer to shoot him.
Well, when the police came back and questioned Joan again, Joan just said, "Oh, well, this is what happened," and told them all about it. And then after Joan shot Peter. She was like, "You forget you ever knew me," and that's what pissed Joan off. Is because she was like, our whole relationship, I did this for you, and now you're like, you don't even know me. So she's like, you're going down with me, and tell the police where to find the gun and everything.
That's a crazy story. I didn't know the whole thing.
Huge kind of love triangle mess.
Well, and it was I know it was famous at the time because he was pretty famous.
Yeah, didn't
for
he own like more than one?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there it is. There are our top fives. There are stories. Like
The
our
movies.
I said stories like it
Yeah.
was like soap opera.
Yeah.
I need to watch my stories. So this is a shorter episode because it's a Halloween special. Our next episode will be the Friday the 13th special, but expect that one to be quite a bit longer because we have interviews with other people ranking them, and I have the interview with Russell Todd from part 2 that's going to be in there, so you won't want to miss it. So you guys have a happy Halloween. Let us know what your favorite Halloween type movies are. Note I did not have Halloween on mine. Thank you. I don't like the series. I do like part 2, but it doesn't happen on Halloween, so I didn't include it.
I know you like Season of the Witch of Halloween, though.
I haven't seen it since I was really young, and I didn't understand. All my friends loved that movie.
Which one? Season of the Witch?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they saw it older and they like got that it was like not supposed to have Michael Myers, and they like it now. Plus they like the guy that's in it that's also in Night of the Creeps, and I do like that guy. I can't remember his name. But I think I might like it more if I watched it now. But when I watched it, I was young and I was like, I don't get it. This is like a sequel to Halloween. Where's Michael Myers? I don't get it.
I think it would have been a good movie by itself and wasn't entwined with the Halloween.
Well, yeah, and John Carpenter intended for the series to kind of go into an anthology type thing. That's what he wanted to do. But Michael had gotten so big at that point that Season of the Witch did not do well because of that, because Michael Myers wasn't in it. So he like scrapped the idea of doing the anthology, and then we got 4, 5, and 6, which are like 3 of the worst movies ever. But
they're coming out with another one again.
yeah, I do not like. Okay, bye, Rob Zombie. Devil's Rejects is the only good movie you've done.
Is Rob Zombie doing the other?
No.
Oh, I was about to say good
No,
Lord,
but his,
no.
I mean, they're horrible. But
Like-
I didn't mind I don't mind H2O. That one's okay.
Yeah.
I thought I wouldn't want. I watched it one other time besides in the theater, like the newest one.
Mm-hmm.
I probably wouldn't watch it again, but it was good. I mean, it was fine. I enjoyed it. I'll probably enjoy the sequel to it. I don't know. But like as a whole, especially when it gets all into that cult, weird witchcraft, like whatever they go into, and like the later ones, like he's involved in some kind of like cult. It just goes so far. Like it jumps the shark so bad. It's my least favorite franchise probably. Well, no, Texas Chainsaw Massacre Even though the first one was one of my favorite movies, it's probably my least favorite franchise. But Halloween's like of the big three, Friday 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. Halloween is definitely like way at the bottom.
Mine will go, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street, then Halloween, and then I don't even really want to put Jason on there because I don't like Jason at all.
They're called Friday the 13th.
I don't care, Jason. It's boring. They are so boring.
See, they are not to me, and you do not even sound like you like slasher movies.
I love slasher movies, but like
they're the most rewatched that as a series. Well, the first 8. I'm not talking about like Jason Goes to Hell. We're gonna be talking a lot about this on the special, but the first 8 are definitely, well, not the first 8. To me, probably the first 7 are the most rewatchable movies, especially of a series, of any series to me. Like, I can watch them anytime. I can put them on. They can be in the background, and I have a good time with it.
See, and that's how I am with Nightmare on Elm Street.
I could do, see, well, I don't.
Except for the remake. That was garbage.
Oh, well, it's garbage, yeah. I don't think it has as good rewatchability for me, even the ones I really like, as Friday the 13th. But, I mean, I do love 1, 3, and 4. But I just can't get down with, like, 2's okay, but is silly. But 5, I cannot. Like, I cannot with 5. 6, I haven't watched in forever, so.
Yeah, well, and, Scream. I just love Scream. I don't know what it is about Scream that I love. But
I love the first. I like the first 2.
They're coming out with another one, too.
Yeah. We'll see.
What do you mean?
I said we'll see if it's good.
Oh, is that what you mean by it?
Yeah. I mean, remember when Paul Rudd, though, was in that? It was his first movie. He was in Halloween 6, and he's, like, so bad in it. But it's like Paul Rudd. You love Paul Rudd, but, like...
That man never ages.
I mean, he is, like, literally in some of the worst movies ever, but everyone still loves him. And Halloween 6 was Donald Pleasant's last movie before he died, and Paul Rudd's first movie. And... God, he's terrible in it. He's so bad in that. He's awful. It's hilariously bad.
So is he supposed to be like? Is he supposed to be a little slow because of where he was so traumatized when he was little? I'm like,
who knows? Because he plays the role so bad, like so poorly. Like you don't really know. I mean, he's just a weirdo.
Maybe that's what they directed
Tommy.
him to.
He's little Tommy.
Yeah.
Whatever his name, Tommy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tommy Jarvis is Friday the 13th. Tommy something. Whatever. Tommy from Halloween 1. So, in the new Halloween, though, we're getting Kyle Richards back. Kyle Richards of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She was the little girl in the first Halloween. Oh. And she's coming back for this new Halloween. That's why she has terrible bangs in the newest season of Real Housewives of Beverly. I mean, they do not look good on her. I don't watch
that at all.
Well, they don't look good on her. And also, I was just like, why? Just because she had bangs and pigtail, like braids, when she was 6, that, like, she doesn't have to have bangs as an adult. Like,
maybe she's traumatized or something.
Well, the bangs are traumatizing to look at. So, anyway, that was a tangent. So, we're going to hop off here. And we will see you on Friday the 13th.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween. Don't get killed. Don't eat the candy. And don't eat your boyfriend's candy, please.